Guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here, and welcome to yet another career mode video. Today I'm coming at you with something a little bit special. This is a one-off video surrounding the current situation with Chelsea. As I'm sure many of you know, Chelsea are currently serving a huge transfer ban, which really is going to impact their upcoming Premier League season. They cannot make any signings, they cannot bring anyone in via a transfer for not just this transfer window, but for the January transfer window as well. This entire season, they can't bring anybody in. It's absolutely insane. And you know, we have heard of clubs getting transfer bans in the past, but yet they still go and sign players anyway, so there's never really had an awful lot of weight or merit to it, but this time it looks very bloody serious. Chelsea look like they're in for potentially a bit of a tough period for them this season, so they have to pretty much fight it out and survive until next season, which I'm sure they'll do. And after losing Maurizio Sarri to Juventus, they have gone and brought back a former legend of theirs, Frank Lampard, to take over the Chelsea Football Club during this transfer ban, despite the fact he's only had like one season of a managerial stint at Derby County. That is good enough for him to get the gig. So with all that considered, I have advanced ahead to the 2019-2020 season in FIFA 19 career mode with Chelsea. The team, as you can see, is about as close to the starting 11 and the list that Chelsea have right now coming up for this season. I'm going to play through not just this season, but potentially a few other seasons until we can win the Champions League. I will not be able to make any signings. I have to work with what I have. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Frank Lampard Challenge. And just before we get underway with this one, I want to let you all know that this video is brought to you by Foot United. Yes, I am indeed returning once again to become the Foot United Captain of Australia. For those of you that don't know, Foot United is a fantastic website to keep up to date with all the latest news FIFA related, and of course, they run some amazing giveaways. I've been able to do a couple of fantastic giveaways in the past, and now I'm going to do my first giveaway in the lead up to FIFA 20. The new Premier League season is right around the corner, and the first game of the new season is Liverpool versus Norwich City. This fixture has given us some pretty epic blockbusters in the past, like for example, quite possibly the best Premier League game of all time, that 5-4 win for Liverpool at Carrow Road. And to celebrate a brand new season of the Premier League, I want you to tell me who you think is going to be the man of the match in this game. Will it be someone from Liverpool? Will it be Bobby Firmino? Will it potentially be Salah or Mane? Or could it be someone from Norwich? Maybe it could be Pukki, the Finnish striker who's been doing bits for them in the Championship. Whoever you think it's going to be, this is how you enter the giveaway. Either click the link in the description down below to a Facebook post and comment who you think is going to be the man of the match, or you can send me it in a tweet. Just tweet me who you think is going to be the man of the match, and be sure to use these two hashtags. Hashtag FootAU and hashtag EA Contest. All of this, once again, thanks to Foot United and thanks to the new release of FIFA 20 coming out this September. Best of luck with the giveaway, ladies and gentlemen, but now let's get back into it. I'm going to buy 3 top tier scouts since I don't really have much else I can spend my budget on this season. We're going to get a 5-star experience, 4-star judgment English scout Harvey Lewis. We're going to get another scout here who's the best on offer, a Portuguese scout, okay, Emmanuel Aguilar or whatever. And then the 3rd scout is going to be a Swiss scout, okay, Werner Stockel. Ooh, 3.7, but yeah, we'll get those 3 scouts in. I'm going to send them away, I'll be completely honest, to their home nations. Harvey Lewis can go to England, the Portuguese scout can go to Portugal, and the Swiss scout, stuff it, let's send him to Switzerland. So I can still sign youth academy players and promote them, and that's hopefully going to be a good little strategy for me in this first season. And even though I'm currently serving a transfer ban with Chelsea, I am going to make one signing. That might sound like some bullshit, but hear me out. Mateo Kovacic was actually loaned into Chelsea from Real Madrid, and somehow, some way, through some sort of loophole or some bullshit, despite serving a transfer ban, Chelsea are actually able to buy Mateo Kovacic, and they have done so. Or at least I believe they're in the process, but it's going to happen. Mateo Kovacic, despite only being on loan from Real Madrid last season, is going to be a Chelsea player next season. Most likely, if it isn't already confirmed. So this man is the only player I'm going to sign, since it looks like, for some reason, Chelsea can do it anyway. I don't know how it works. Thought they had a transfer ban, but apparently, yep, whatever. I am very, very happy that I can sort of get away with doing this as well, because I I definitely would love to have Kovacic 85 rated alongside Jorginho and Conte in the midfield trio. That should do okay for me. However, Zinedine Zidane is asking for like 80 million here, so we can try to get him for like 70, 75 maybe. No, they're still saying 80 million then. Right, surely we can call it at 75 then. Come on, mate. There we go. That's what I want to see. Zinedine Zidane, we can do business. 75 million for Kovacic, and I think that's quite a fair bit than what they've actually paid for him. Wage isn't anything too crazy. We'll just get that job done. He's got a mad bonus that he's asking for. 6 million for 20 plus goals. If you're getting 20 plus or 20 goals from midfield, then okay, yeah, you can take 6 million. At that point, you pretty much are the next Frank Lampard. So Mateo Kovacic, welcome back to Chelsea, son. You are now officially one of the Blues. And so, with all that done, this is how the team is going to look going into the first season with Kepa Arrizabalaga in at goalkeeper. I'm going to go with Alonso at left back, Rudiger and Christensen at centre back, Azpilicueta the captain at right back. Midfield trio I'm actually quite liking. Conte is going to be, playing in a centre defensive midfield role, as he probably should. Kovacic and then Jorginho are my decently rated centre midfielders. And then the front three, Hudson-Odoi at left wing. We've got Tammy Abraham at striker. And then Pulisic, I'm going to be playing at the right wing position. So, Hudson-Odoi, decent. But compared to losing Eden Hazard, that's going to be a serious miss. And just like in real life, super coincidentally, the first game that we play in this season is Manchester United away at Old Trafford. Not only is this the Frank Lampard, Chelsea, Challenge, whatever, career mode, but we also get to see how the first game of the season between these two might potentially go down. Let's do this then. The first game of the new Premier League season, Man United versus Chelsea at Old Trafford. It's going to be in the rain on ultimate difficulty. It couldn't be any harder for us. No transfers allowed. This is going to be one hell of an opening to the season. Here we go then, everyone. A brand new Premier League season is upon us, and hopefully we will not just be able to get through this season, but actually make a little something of it. We may be serving a transfer ban, but we've still got some new fresh faces. We've still got the names like Pulisic. We've got Kovacic still in as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do. Hopefully we can get off to a winning start and show that we still intend to fight for this title. Oh, a little clip of the heels there. I thought I might have been in trouble, but no. Pulisic. Pass. Do we just switch it to the left side? Alonso. 1-2. Jorginho going to make a move here. A little fake shot. Pulisic. Pulisic so close to the opening goal of the season. That is a fucking ridiculous pass. How has he got that through all those bodies? And then Lukaku save Kepa Arrizabalaga corner. That's a... Oh. No, where's the pass? He didn't do it. He didn't do it. He didn't do it. No, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. I went to go to pass and he didn't do it. No, that's not my fault. Fuck that. No, I can't get mad at that. I can't. The ball falls to whose feet here? It happened pretty quick. Why take the touch? Why not pass? That's what I fucking told you to do. I told him to pass. He just didn't do it. He didn't listen. I can't get mad when the game just doesn't do what I fucking tell it to do. Oh, he's not in a good position there. Blocked on the line. Oh, Azpilicueta. See, if I can see that goal, I'm not as upset. I'm very fucking annoyed at the one that we gave up, though, because it just didn't do the thing. When I said do a thing, it didn't do the thing. They're going to look to go from downtown, are they? Yes, they will. Kepa Arrizabalaga is forced into an awkward one, but we get it back, and we'll actually get the ball now. Can we go quick here? Can we? We have options up the middle. We absolutely do, And then to the right-hand side. Oh, this could be a great fast break. It could be Pulisic. Straight and shoot. And 1-1, just like that, the American on debut, his Premier League debut. I knew he'd get something today. Christian Pulisic. Just went very quick. That's what we always try to do. Straightened up right there and then bang, went for it. Top left-hand corner. Nothing but sheer power on that one. The new number 10 getting it past David De Gea. There we go. There we go. Tied back up again. Any second, referee. That will just about do us. Thank you very much. There we go. Halftime, 1-1. It's okay. We're building into the game. They're going to play it short. Oh, they're going to play an interesting one. Rudiger, Hudson-Odoi. And let's do that thing that we do, which has worked out for us nicely so far. The quick transitions. Out to the left. Go, go, go. Run hard as you can. Don't even know who this is right here. It's Marcus Alonso going. Cutting into the middle. Hudson-Odoi just gets away from him once more. I was trying to find Abraham. Right side. I'm sorry, Pulisic. I'm going to have to ask you to go hard again. Abraham, Pulisic. Oh, well timed. Back stick. I can see this. Huge chance. Oh my God. Hudson-Odoi, the cunt wants to get dropped. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. He wants fucking out the team. That's what he does. Unreal one season wonder. Can't even call him a one season wonder. Fuck him. Come on. One more delivery. Last chance. Maybe. Oh, Tammy Abraham. He had space to go for something spectacular and I went for it. Oh, man, that'd have been good. But nah, maybe at the beginning of FIFA 19 that'd have gone in. I think it's going to be a draw. Can you believe it? We should have actually won this game. Can you believe it? Despite serving a transfer ban, I'm honestly walking away from here very disappointed. But it's a draw. 1-1 draw to start the Premier League season. And we've seen now this team that this Chelsea side will most likely look like in the upcoming season in action. And it's not too bad. It is not bad. Pulisic has done quite well for me in this game. Don't know about in real life how he'll do for Chelsea, but he's been all right. A couple of others have been okay, but still, though, walking away with just a point. But I tell you what, I feel like I played okay with the team, so that's all right. But we'll see now how they go as we advance ahead. I'm still going to be looking at youth academy players and all that jazz, but I'm going to advance to January. We'll see where we are in the Premier League table. I'll also show off the Champions League group that we're in. It's Juventus, Benfica, and Lokomotiv Moscow. I think we can get out of that group as well. So, we have reached the halfway stage of this 2019-2020 Premier League season, and we are in 8th place at the moment, outside the European placings, which maybe wouldn't be too surprising if that's sort of where Chelsea is going to end up maybe this season or at this stage. Who knows, given the circumstances. But Liverpool are top right. They're only 8 points away from us. Still 18 games left to play. And yes, we can't make any signings in January to boost our squad and to give ourselves more of a chance of getting up into the top 4 or into the European spots. But still though, it's not totally deflating. And again, like I said, we are now in the January transfer window, but still Chelsea will be serving a transfer ban at this point. So we can't sign any players or bring any players in. But what we can do are agree to some pre-contract signings. These aren't transfers. These are just agreements with players to join next season, which is perfectly fine. So I've got 4 players, the best 4 really that I could find. We have Thomas Strakosha, 84 rated, could be a decent backup to Kepa Arrizabalaga or another option for us. We've got Nkulu as well, 80 rated, 29 years of age, a little bit older, but could be a good backup centre-back too. And Ander Herrera. These are just the best players I could find that, are in the last sort of year of their contract. Even Marcus Rashford, just quietly, is in the last year of his contract, but he's 22, so I can't go for him yet. But I'm not sure if he turns 23 this season or next season. I'm hoping at some point in the next few months he'll turn 23. We could even get Rashford on a free. So again, I'm going to go through and sign those 3 players. Hopefully Rashford turns 23 at some point in this season, in the next couple of months or so. But yeah, we'll see if we can at least make these signings, which is, perfectly fair given the circumstances with the transfer ban. So that's these 3 signed up then, joining us next season, just reinforcing the team a little bit, no matter how we can do it. And yes, Rashford, we will wait to see if he turns 23 or not. I also forgot to mention it, but we didn't make it out of our group stage either. And you know what? That almost in a way for the best. Because if Chelsea made it through to the knockout stage of the Champions League, given the fact that they can't really boost or strengthen their squad or do anything quite like that, it's almost better this season, given the circumstances, just to sort of focus on maybe the Premier League, on your domestic league, trying to finish as high up in there as you possibly could. I don't know. Maybe you could see my reasoning in that, given everything. However, though, with that said, it's probably actually not ideal for them because they've just traded one competition for another in the Europa League, regardless, though. At this stage, the top performers given everything are Tammy Abraham, or the top goal scorers, Tammy Abraham. Willian has made quite a fair few appearances, getting 8 goals, 7 assists. Probably the player of the season so far, which is quite interesting. Pedro, he wasn't even in my consideration yet. He was getting games and scoring goals. And then there's a big gap between those 3 and everyone else. Hudson-Odoi and Pasalic and Alonso with 3 goals and a couple of goals here or there. But really very interesting to see who the top performers in the team are. The youth academy is slowly taking shape too, and there are some pretty decent names and some very good players with high overalls and solid potentials in here, so we're also building a bit of a base going forward too. But the time has come now to advance to the very end of the season. I'm going to continue to go month by month, sign youth academy players and all that, train up players like I have been doing, but we will see how this entire 2019-2020 season for Chelsea finishes up according to FIFA 19. So, here we are then at the end of the Premier League season, and it's a respectable, in my opinion, finish for Chelsea given the circumstances. 6th place, it's European football next season, it's the Europa League. Liverpool go on and win it all, but yeah, very, very interesting. We see Chelsea finishing with 19 wins out of 38, 11 draws, 8 losses, and you know, you've got to take that given their situation, I think, anyway. I don't know. Top goal scorer, not a big surprise. It was shaping up to be Tammy Abraham, and it is Tammy Abraham. We gave him the opportunity, and he has pretty much rewarded us, I would like to think. Callum Hudson-Odoi, in just under 30 games, got 12 goals. We got Willian with 11. Pedro still being of use for Chelsea, and Michy Batshuayi getting a couple too. Alonso, Van Ginkel, Mason Mount, and then it's shared around a fair bit. But the vast majority of assists came through Willian as well, on top of getting 11 goals. You'd have to say player of the season, potentially Abraham, I don't know. But still, Mason Mount, Barkley, Van Ginkel, you can see just the massive divide between the assisters or the top assisters in the team. It's absolute crazy. And in the time I've been advancing ahead, yeah, I could have just done maybe a quick Google search and learnt this so easily. But Marcus Rashford does not turn 23 this season, so I can't actually buy him. I can't actually get him on a free. I can only buy him. But with that said, I can buy him now. It's fine. The fact that we are now out of the January 2020 transfer window means that any purchase that we make or any player that we go to sign will join us next season in a brand new transfer window, which is actually like the transfer window or the transfer ban that Chelsea serve is over now. So I'm kind of thinking I might as well just go and buy him while he's on the cheap, while he's in the last month or so of his contract. Apparently, I can get him for less than his value according to the range that I was offered. They said something like 69 million they would maybe get close to accepting. I'm going to start with 70, but we'll see. They come back with an 84. Bro, I will happily pay 80 million for Marcus Rashford, an 87 rated 22-year-old striker when, you know, no offense to Tammy Abraham. I mean, he was our top goal scorer this season, but an 87 rated striker that's got potential surely to get into the 90s. I'm taking that. That's what I want to hear. Done. All right, so we don't get him on a free, but we still get him for pretty much on his value because he's in the last year of his contract. So yeah, Marcus Rashford will also be joining us alongside these four at the beginning of next season. But there we go. The first season is done. The season of turmoil, the one we had to slog through where we couldn't make any real transfers into the club this season is over. And now we get back to normal at the beginning of next season. And here we are then for season 2. And rejoice! We can finally make player signings again. And I already have started with Rashford, who now is going to be starting in this team at striker. I'm going to keep Pulisic at right wing for now. And Hudson-Odoi, 78 rated. He's the only player below an 80 overall in this starting 11. So even though I can keep him around and let him tick over with his overall in time, I'm going to get a new left winger, someone a bit higher rated. And since we've got tons of cash, since we weren't really spending all that much last season, we are going to drop it all here. I got a few options lined up. We got Bergwijn, we've got Lorenzo Insigne, Marco Asensio, and Coutinho. And I think because Coutinho, it'd probably be a decent move for him out of Barcelona. I mean, he hasn't worked out for him all too well to start things anyway. And I know that Coutinho and Chelsea were linked at one stage. I might actually, for that reason, just go with Coutinho. They say 97 million. How about 90 mil? We just call it at that. Will they go for it though? That is the question. Yes, they do. Phil Coutinho is going to be joining Chelsea. Oh, how good is it to start signing players again? So Hudson-Odoi is out and Phil Coutinho is in. Now this team is starting to look deadly with Rashford, Coutinho, Kovacic, Conte, Jorginho. That's a decent midfield trio. And aging wingers, or aging fullbacks, should I say, with Azpilicueta 84, Marcos Alonso 83. But really, that is a decent team. Let's just get going, bro. Let's just advance to the very next transfer window, the halfway stage of this season. We'll see how we're doing now in Season 2. And at the halfway stage of Season 2, it's Oh, we got such a good team, and yet we're still, look at where we are, outside the top four. Fucking Fulham have got back up into the Premier League, and look at where they are. They're ahead of us, man. It's a joke. Again, it's not too bad because we're only 5 points away from top spot Man City, but still, man, I just want to see this team at least in the Champions League. I might also go ahead and make one more pre-contract signing too, and that man's going to be Florian Thauvin. I know that I said we'll keep Pulisic in the team, but maybe just go for someone slightly higher rated to put in that right wing position. So there we go. Done. Florian Thauvin will join us at the end of next season as well. But okay, let's move on ahead to the end of this season. We'll see if we finish top four in the Premier League. Hey, we might even go on and win it all. We could completely tank and fall apart. That would suck. And we could also maybe do something in the Europa League too. But so long as we're in the Champions League next season, I'm happy. And here we are, end of the season, and we still aren't playing Champions League football, or at least we haven't been able to qualify through the Premier League, finishing in 5th. It's one position better than we managed last season when we couldn't make any signings. Now we made a bunch of signings, brought in some star talent, and yet we can only get one fucking win better. Look at how good that team is. That team can't play Champions League, really. And I'm sure, as you can guess by the fact that Sporting won the Europa League, that yeah, we were knocked out bloody straight away in the knockout stage by them as well. Oh, gosh, it's a disaster. So no Champions League next season either. God damn, I don't know why, but this fucking Frank Lampard challenge is hard as shit. I can't even get in the Champions League, let alone win the thing. But on we move now to Season 3, and yes, I have had a haircut. Yes, I have changed my shirt. I'm sorry to anyone that upsets, and I know there will be a few of you, and I apologise. But here's how the team looks going into this season. No major changes apart from Thauvin now going at right wing, and I'm going to make 2 new signings. I've got Alonso and Azpilicueta slowly dropping off in their overall, slowly getting a bit older. I'm going to go for a new left back and a new right back. I got 2 options at left back, Benjamin Mendy, 86 rated, and Andrew Robertson, 87 rated. Robertson's going to cost me maybe about $100 million, and Mendy is going to cost me something like $58 million. So I could go for Mendy and save some cash, but I might go for Robertson. And at right back, we've got Davide Calabria. He's 76 million potentially, and Kimmich is also going to end up costing us around about $100 million. You know what? I've got cash. I'm just going to go for the highest rated player possible at both positions, which means I'm going to go for Joshua Kimmich at right back, and at left back, if there's no problems, I'll probably go for Robertson. If I can't get Robertson, I'll get Mendy. Nah, they're being stingy. We'll go with 90 then. Oh my goodness, not even 90 million. I got bumped back again to 95. You know what? Yeah, fuck, I'm getting annoyed. I am getting annoyed, but I'm just going to pay what they want. But I am going to take a little something off the top just because I need to have the last say. Yeah, that's right. We're doing this shit on my fucking terms, bitch. 95 for Kimmich. And as for Robertson, I'm not really going to waste any time with this. 60 million. They're not going to accept that, but at least we'll get something close. Yeah, you fucking better believe we'll get something close. Wow, 75 million. I thought I was going to have to pay a shitload more than that. And the sell-on clause, we can work with this. Let's edit the sell-on clause, make it 5%. Don't even know why I do that. It's just to appease my OCD. And then 75 million. Surely they'll go for that. That's not a problem. So then, 2 new fullbacks. Robertson 87 rated and Joshua Kimmich 88 rated. That is absolutely, that is fantastic right there. I'm also going to go ahead and make maybe just one more change. Jorginho's 84 rated now. I'm going to put Loftus-Cheek. I'm going to start him now because he's younger, has high, or he could grow to get a little higher as well. So it's just one minor change in the starting 11 too, but still. That team is sick. And I've got a fucking great bench, very good amount of depth. How aren't we even able to get in the damn Champions League? Please, lads, please, at least, oh my God, let's at least try to do something in the Premier League. If we can't win the Premier League with that team, then I don't know what else to do. Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? How in the world do we keep finishing this low? I can't get in the Champions League. Chelsea's doomed. Frank Lampard out. Lampard out. The tweet, I know the hashtag was a joke, but no, legit, Lampard out. This is fucked. FIFA fucking 19 just does not like Chelsea. There is no other explanation. I've got great goalkeepers, great players, and it's just not happening. Have I not been fucking sacked yet is also another amazing question. Like, I've consistently been underperforming in the Premier League. I'm going all the way to the end of the season. I can't even be bothered anymore, you know? It feels like at this point, it doesn't matter who I bring in. This team is always going to be shit in the league. I don't get it. And at the end of the season, I don't know how this has happened, but it's a fucking miracle. We've made it into the top 4. We were 8th, and now look where we are in Champions League football next season, finally. But look how close it is. Spurs won the league outright. Fair play to them, but 2 all the way down to 7th, split by 4 points. We are tied on points with Man City. Liverpool 66 points. Arsenal miss out on goal difference. Manchester United 3 points behind us. They're all the way in 6th. That's absolutely ridiculous how tight that is. Sadly, we got pretty fucking battered by Liverpool across 2 legs in the Europa League. So still no real title apart from the FA Cup in Season 2. So it's, but at least we're in Champions League because that's what we've been going for. And now that I know we're in the Champions League next season, I'm just going to take this opportunity to get the best players I possibly could on pre-contracts. These are the 4 best I could find. John Stones, we got Sancho, who I could definitely use. Zielinski, I could definitely use in the midfield. And even Kai Havertz as well, I could pick up on a free. Still at Bayer Leverkusen. I'm going to go for every single one of those 4 players. They'll join us next season, and I am just looking to... It's gotten crazy how good our team is, but it needs to be that crazy, apparently, for us to do anything. The only thing I may have forgotten is that Sancho's only 22, so I couldn't actually get him on a pre-contract, but I'll still try to get him on the cheap with him being in his last year of the contract. Stuff it, our budget's going to get pretty much replenished at the beginning of next season. 120. Yeah, that's what I thought. 120 million we're paying for Jadon Sancho. I don't know what came over me. I genuinely don't, but let's just move on ahead to the next season now. So moving on now into Season 4, this team is one of the most insane I've ever put together. It's honestly stupid. At this point, there are no rules. We're going off. It's Kepa, Ariza, Balaga. The back 4 is still ridiculously strong. We've added John Stones to it. The midfield's had a bit of shake-up. Zielinski 88 and Havertz 89, plus a 90 rated Conte in there. The front 3 is also now a little different with Jadon Sancho 88 rated. Coutinho's maybe going to drop off a bit. He kind of already is, but we've got Hudson-Odoi coming up who we could very easily replace with him. And bloody hell, even got Kennedy or Loftus-Cheek and Rashford as well. Honestly, we've got Tammy Abraham. I think Rashford's going to start going anyway. He'll probably get higher rated. So, like, legit, this team is... Amazing timing. This team is very good. Please, come on. Champions League or bust. We've got 2 more seasons left. Our Champions League group is Lyon, Benfica, and Anderlecht. Okay, we get out of that group. We make it to the knockouts. We simulate ahead. It's basically the exact same as the $1 billion career modes. And we fucking hopefully make a damn final within these next 2 seasons. With this team, it has to happen. Halfway stage of the new season, and we are actually top and clear by a couple of points. 6 to be exact. Things looking good in the Premier League. What about the Champions League? Oh, yes, we just about made it out of the group with 9 points, finishing in 2nd. But the round of 16, we face Real Madrid. Okay, then. All right. Come on. Let's see. I don't know if we'll get to the final. It's a tough draw to start. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't happen for us this season, it's going to have to be next season. Chelsea, Real Madrid, first leg. What's the result? Oh, we had a missed penalty in the first minute and then a red card and an injury, and they win 1-0 and they have an away goal. Fuck, it's not looking good in the second. But here we are though, the second leg. Can we get a result that takes us through to the quarterfinals? Yes, we do! 2-0, Coutinho! Oh, massive stuff. We're in the quarters. Oh, what a hero. What an absolute hero. And who do we get in the quarterfinals? It's Valencia. From Real Madrid to Valencia. I'm taking that, you know. And there are some other tough teams in there. Bloody good draw. Imagine if in our first season in the Champions League we make the final. Can we set ourselves up nicely? Yeah, I suppose. We don't give up any away goals. We win the game 1-0. Still got to go and get it done in the second. And in that second leg, the away leg, 1 goal. If we could get it, would be huge. We get it in the first minute. Skip ahead, 2-1 win. It's done. Man, getting that away goal in the first minute is beautiful. It meant they had to get 3, and then we go and grab a second. Like, it's, wow, yes. Oh my God, this could happen. We've got just 2 more legs to get through. The semi-finals. Who have we been drawn up against? It's Barcelona. Oh, well, you know what? With every single team on offer, you probably can't. There's no, yeah, there's no real team there, a stronger or weaker team. It's all right, so be it. Barcelona. Chelsea and Barcelona have had some very famous Champions League semi-finals. It's another early. Rashford's doing bits. 2-2. Oh my God, 2-2. Coutinho scores, and then almost less than a minute later, they get a goal through Kouame. Suarez got a goal. Man, 2-2. We're going to the Camp Nou now with technically Barcelona with the advantage. Can Rashford and Coutinho keep this going, this unbelievable goal scoring that they are on right now? We need a goal. They have the away goal advantage. We've got to take the lead here. We're nearly half an hour in and I'm letting this one go. Please, lads. Nothing has happened at all in the first half. Rashford again. And another penalty. He's a hero. 4-2 now in aggregate. This is amazing. We've lost a player though to a red card. That makes things interesting. 10 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go. It's a Champions League final in our first season in the competition since taking over. Are you mental? But does John Stones now miss the final? Oh my goodness, it's heartbreak for him, but we will face Atletico Madrid in the final. It's going to be without John Stones, and it very well could have been against Man City, but Atletico got it done, and here we are, 2023, we could maybe just be European champions. No John Stones for this one, being red carded in the semi, but it does mean we go with this lineup. Pretty much the exact same starting 11 I've been going with for this whole time, except Rudiger replaces John Stones. And look, similar situation to if you saw the $1 billion career mode. I am kind of tempted to drop Coutinho because he's getting a bit older and he's starting to lose his pace a little bit. Still got a bit of acceleration, not great sprint speed. And let's be honest, I've got Hudson-Odoi, whose sprint speed and acceleration is mental, but the rest of the stats maybe aren't quite as good. So that's why I'm starting Coutinho. If he's no good, we're bringing on Hudson-Odoi. Playing it at Old Trafford as well. We played our first game with Chelsea at Old Trafford against Man United. Now we return to maybe lift the Champions League trophy. How poetic. Come on, boys. Atletico Madrid went through, they went through Betis, who made the knockouts. They got through Roma, sorry, I got that mixed up. They got through Roma, PSG, and had to take out Man City to get to this stage. Once again, a quick little reminder of our starting 11, but I'm more curious to see what Atletico Madrid is going to be rolling with. They have a fair few familiar faces that I recognise from that Atletico Madrid team, but some of the changes include Michael Keane. Michael Keane is in the starting 11 for Atletico Madrid. Some interesting names on the bench. Allen at centre midfield, Gomez up top alongside Griezmann. But aside from that, really not too many other changes. This is a pretty similar Atletico Madrid team with some very strange... Michael Keane's playing a Champions League final for Atletico Madrid. That is crazy. Here we go. This team is looking a lot more different to what it did. What a start! Oh, within a couple of minutes, not even 2 minutes, it's over already. We've already taken the lead. You cannot stop our first attack. You're in for an awful time in this Champions League final. Look at this, I passed it to Sancho. We got sort of held up a bit. The ball got away from him. Played a ball in. Awkward finish, but still got past Jan Oblak anyway. The toe poke of dreams from Kai Havertz. He's got the first goal. Only his second wow of the competition. You can take that touch, you know, Havertz. Yeah, that's what I want to see. And a little pass into the middle. Yeah, this is good, you know. This is good, buddy. Conte's trying to go the whole way. I saw Rashford a little bit too late. He's going to be in an offside position, so no, not going to count that one. And now we go quick. Now we time it. Yeah, we're too quick. We're too fast. Rashford. Oh, went off the post. Yes, I thought I made a meal of it, or at least I didn't take it as well as I could have. But it's good. It is 2-0, Chelsea leading in the Champions League final, and now with breathing space. The London Blues have come up to Manchester, and they're in dreamland in the theatre of dreams. 2-0, let's go. Coutinho. Oh, crunched there, Michael Keane. But then Rudiger, fine, fuck. And I've gone through the back of him too. Thought that would happen, you fucking absolute twat. We are down to 10 men. Sometimes it works. I was hoping he'd go around the outside of the defender. Apparently I've clipped him, and when you're sprinting and go for a slide tackle and clip even just the back or even somewhat in the side of a player, instant red card. It's fucking shit. It really is. And the only way it could get any worse is if they somehow scored, which they'll go for it, and Quarterfinals holds on well. But this now means I have to make a sacrifice, and you know what? I'm actually going to make it Havertz, and we're going to bring Zuma on. Zuma and Christensen, only 2 centre midfielders now for the rest of this one. Now, as much as I want to be sturdy at the back now, that's very kind. That's very kind. Sancho, is he going to be onside here? Shot. Save. Oh, that's so fortunate. That is so kind. What a bounce going right to Rashford. And it's 3 despite losing a man. That is so significant. Oh, if we had a 2-goal lead with only 10 men, I wouldn't have felt nearly as comfortable. How about this bounce? That is, if that happens to you in like foot champs, you are breaking your controller, you're breaking your monitor, you're breaking everything in your living room. That is so cruel on Atletico, but I'll take it. What a gift. It's 3-0 before half time, and this could be a European Championship. Go from downtown, Conte? No. No, and I couldn't even pass Conte. Fuck's sake, mates. Alright, it is 3-0 in the Champions League final. We're down to 10 men. I have to be sure I stay, sturdy and take it nice and easy with, being down a man, but it's surely still, even with the fact that we picked up a red so early, we are in cruise control. What in the world? He got out of the way of it. He got out of the way of it. Bizarre. Tackled. Haven't got it back yet. I'm scared to do anything against him. Blocked. He'll get it back again. Saved Quarterfinals. I'm just too nervous in the box to make a tackle when I'm not right in front. No. This is what happens when you don't pass to the player I want to pass to. You give up possession, and now we are in a situation where I'm having to defend because the game doesn't know who I want to go to. I wanted to find Kovacic, and now here we are. Vieto, cross, decent delivery that, but Kimmich clears. Timed that one nicely. Is the ball good? It kind of is. Coutinho. Oh, the little McGeady spin that actually went through Olabi's legs and picked off. But fucking that's as good as a pass. That's better than a pass. Look, here they come. Munns, cross, Vieto, that hits the post. Imagine if that went in. Good tackle. Oh, huge to win the ball back there. And that is nicely weighted. It's done. It is over. Rashford now with, I think that's a hat-trick. Yes, indeed, in the Champions League final. Only a minute to go. Michael Keane. I mean, how can you be surprised that a team with Michael Keane in the Champions League final lost 4-0? Complete domination. Hell, we even lost a player in like the 30th minute to a red card, yet still went on to win the thing 4-0, and Rashford picking up a hat-trick against his, or in the stadium of his old team. What a performance. The Frank Lampard challenge is done, and it is won. We seriously were just struggling with even getting in the top 4, even qualifying for the Champions League, and yet somehow at some point in that 3rd season, this team finally got its act together, got up in the top 4, found their way into the Champions League, and in our 1st season in the competition, we lift up the trophy. The captain, Quarterfinals, I had to make him captain, of course, after the little debacle, the shadow manager of this football club. But it's done. Champions League champions once again for the 2nd time, Chelsea Football Club. Frank Lampard wins one as not just a player, but also as a manager. Done. Finished. That is the Frank Lampard challenge complete. Thank you all so much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe if you have enjoyed. Plenty more career mode content coming up. And until then, my name is the MasterBucks. Have a good one.